3, 2, 1, go. All right, so this is actually on the Japanese version called Star Twins. The only reason we're on here is because later on in the game, when you start using the map to select levels, it allows you to skip the landing cutscenes, which saves a lot of time compared to the USA version, which does not have that. And right away, start the file and then reset. That skips the intro. This game is programmed in the code. When you create a file, it warps you to the intro cutscene. But when you select a file that's already created, it goes to a character select screen right here. And then when you select your character, it loads the save data and looks where the player is supposed to be. And the default location for Juno is on, like, coming here to Goldwood, so we skipped the intro cutscene by doing all that.
I think I've seen the intro cutscene to this game like maybe a total of 3 times.
I used to watch it a ton.
Yeah, I watched it a ton as a kid, but I haven't watched it in a while.
Well, I remember, like, all my runs from 2013 to, I think, beginning of 2015 is when we switched to Japanese. I like watch the intro a ton. Right away, we got a different intro because there I boost off of.
Whoa!
Boosting off of Magnus.
Boosting off Magnus, save a little bit of time over last year's TAS. Also got the quick no scope. You probably missed it because I was talking, but we already shot Magnus like as soon as the room loaded. And then right there, I only shot one drone, which caused it to like blow up the other 2 on the wall, like right there above the door. So I did jump up there to take damage, but I didn't get as much as if you let them all fall to the ground. So I've got a lot more damage to take this time before the death warp in the cave. We've also got the Caneras cutscenes. Also, if the audio is on the video is low, let me know. I can turn it up a little bit. Hopefully we don't have to rage quit.
I haven't seen this in a while.
Yeah, so for this task, I actually put in like all the Caneras cutscenes, and we even, well, I guess rather I made some newer ones.
Oh,
I contributed a little bit.
Not as much as I'd hoped you would, though. I mean, you're better at like storytelling than me, so I thought you'd come up with all kinds of cool shit for cutscenes, and then you're like, I have no idea. So I was like, oh, okay. Okay, we got the sniper. Don't have to rage quit.
So you don't do the route where you kill all the blue ants for.
Oh, well, maybe I will later. No, we need to come in here for the tribals, so.
Ah, that's true. Yeah.
Do some more boosting. Trying to take as much damage as we can since I didn't take a bunch earlier.
Yep, there.
Oh, there it is.
There it is. It probably took me. I think it took me around an hour to get that grenade. Like I got a ton of grenades, but like all of them were like bad. He kept throwing them super early or way off to the side. It took like an hour to get that grenade right there. Finally.
You forgot to get the health.
Health in a TAS? What do we need that for?
What if you run low?
Yeah, you maybe should have got it just for safety.
Yeah, it might come back to bite me later.
Yeah.
Pistol with the 23 accuracy right now. So Mortis did find you can do a pressure boost over this wall to avoid this little bit of a loop, but unfortunately it actually turned out to be slower, so I didn't do it. Or rather, I took it out because I did do it, but it was slow, so. We do have this pressure jump though.
Ooh, that's a good one.
That one was found by Mortis. Shout out to Mortis.
Shout out to Mortis for finding all kinds of glitches.
And this time we did get the little like animation skip on the chest there by boosting off the big drone.
Some of this stuff is so ridiculous.
I actually did switch back there at the end and I shot one extra pistol bullet after it started recharging, which saved an extra like machine gun bullet.
No capacity.
I skipped the capacity this time because I don't need it. There's actually several capacities last year that I got that I don't actually need. So there'll be a lot more skipped capacity crates this time around. And right there.
Blew himself up.
Accuracy in Floyd. You don't need that much ammo.
Yeah, it's true.
Yeah, Floyd shoots 2 pistol shots, so he does twice as much damage as like a normal pistol would do then. And he's got no cooldown either, so you can shoot more than 8 bullets before it stops. Although Floyd does have like a restriction I found eventually, where if you're shooting a lot of bullets really fast, eventually when you shoot like a new one of the old one gets like deleted. So if you're shooting too fast, it might not hit something off in the distance because it disappears.
Interesting.
So I still couldn't figure out how to get the legendary Caneras shot here, but I don't think it really saves that much time as long as you kill everything while you're still moving.
Oh my god. Almost sub 7 minutes.
Almost. Not quite.
Where's my ship?
Alright, so this is one of the cutscenes Caneras came up with.
I think getting like the one pop shot like at the end of that last room on Goldwood, like you almost lose time because you just like sit there in awe being like, what just happened?
Yeah.
Yeah. Pistol can shoot every other frame, and you can only shoot about 8 shots, and then it has a cooldown until you can shoot again. The machine gun also shoots at 1 bullet every other frame, but I did find that in certain areas where the game's kind of lagging, it will shoot a bullet every frame. Alright, so pay attention to this room, don't blink.
Hey, BB.
Alright, so that room took like 2 hours to do, but that was insane. So I basically shot the big stag drone to get him to low enough health that the barrel will cause him to explode. But then I left him there because he shoots more powerful bullets than I shoot, and I manipulated him into shooting 2 of the soldier drones and killing them for me.
That blows himself up.
Yeah, once you just shoot them like once, they like it's like they forget they even have a grenade in their hand anymore, and they just stand there and hold it.
Yeah.
Shoot that purple gem for good luck, according to Caneras.
Yeah, you gotta.
I actually forgot to mention it, but earlier at the Ninja Drone on Goldwood, I shot gems in that room too.
Don't even land inside of their cell there.
Yeah, some of these you don't even have to go in there. Like the hitbox on them is big enough that it, like, I don't know, sticks forward far enough. You can just kind of like curve around. Okay, this is another Caneras cutscene.
About to jump some fools. No.
Yeah, this was all Caneras. I had nothing to do with this one. This was all his dialogue. And hey, Sedan, welcome to the stream. About to own Caneras again by 30 seconds. So we're now 1 minute and 10 seconds ahead of Caneras' best splits. How does that make you feel, Caneras?
What was it last year?
I don't even remember. It was definitely less than that. It was probably like 30 to 45 seconds. Or, I don't know. Maybe it was closer to a minute, but I don't think it was over a minute. So here's a route change. I'm going to Sekhmet first before Tafret. And this is because I actually retimed it, and this cutscene is shorter than Tafret's cutscene. So it's better to skip Tafret's cutscene and watch this one instead.
Yeah, I like how we just kind of assumed that this one was longer before. It feels like it's longer.
Oh, we didn't assume. We had Jimmy time it.
Yeah, I actually
really?
I did time it a long time ago, and somehow I came out with this one faster. So clearly, I'm a moron.
Mother.
I've been sabotaging
We've been
us for
losing time
years.
for years.
It's like 5 seconds too. It's pretty big for like a free time save.
I didn't realize you could jump off of the ledge that early.
Yeah, I was never sure where you can jump off. I always just kind of played it safe.
It's definitely risky because I think it still depends on like your movement afterward. Because like there were sometimes I dropped down later and like they didn't spawn when I was initially testing
Man,
that.
he's skipping the health again.
Yeah, I'm just that good. I don't need health upgrades.
You don't need it, yeah.
Oh, we're jumping?
Yeah, you can jump for like 1 frame when you also try to pause. Alright, so now we shoot more gems, right?
Interesting.
There they are.
I didn't even see that bullet for the second one.
That's RNG manipulation.
Oh, really? Or
No, it's not. Well, I mean, technically it probably is. Because every time you shoot like the pistol bullet, it does use RNG. Alright, so here's this asshole. At least he gives us the try rocket. Like, he does that at least.
That's his one.
That's his one
redeeming
redeem.
factor.
Yeah, that's what I was gonna say. It's the only thing he does that's good in this game.
Yeah, we're not collecting any gummies in the TAS.
We're supposed to have real gummies to eat, like real life right now. Unfortunately, it
next
didn't
year.
happen.
My niece went to the candy store yesterday and was like, I got this huge bag of candy. And I was like, oh, can I have like one piece? And she's like, no.
Nope, not even one.
You
Not
didn't
today.
even tell me that you were going.
I noticed you running on the fences of the bridge area there.
Yeah. Gotta cut those corners. Go in straight lines.
Nice.
So I actually had to stay aimed upwards there for like a really long time, because if I aimed down too quickly and put those last drones off screen, they like just wouldn't die. It's like the tri
really?
rockets just don't work anymore, and I don't know why. That's just really weird. Unless somehow it's uncalling them, but I don't see how that should happen. Like they're still like in front of you.
Nice.
Ridiculous.
So there's the new route change as well. You can come in here and get this ship part super
Is
early.
that another Mortis one?
That was found by Mortis. I actually had the idea of it. I just wasn't here yet to try it. But yeah, Mortis found that one. Shout out to
I remember
Mortis.
trying to do it on Switch for a while. Just using save states. I got it like a couple times. It's really, really hard.
I've gotten it a couple times on N64, but it's just like really dumb because it looks easier here in the task, but like jumping from where the pants are and getting up on that branch and not falling off is actually like the hardest thing in this like game ever.
geometry
It's
is
like
so weird.
it's harder than like the brain jump. It's like stupid. It tries to push you
The
off.
hardest trick, yeah.
Playing a dangerous game with Gimlet here and coming in with a strafe run and jumping in front of him. It's really risky with him just like running off or spinning 6 times.
Spinning, yeah, forever.
I love when he does that to me.
You just look at your splits and your timer going up, and it's just like, oh wow, this could have been time that I saved. Oh well, thanks, Gimlet.
Oh, I forgot about this.
Yeah, so normally when you spawn,
Oh, so good.
if you try to jump, you'll actually fall because you have a lot of velocity downwards. But if you hold the strafe button and jump, you go like normal height. So you can get out of bounds here. And what's nice about this layout is that they actually have all the stuff here. It's just kind of like locked behind a wall. But now, because we're in this like weird swimming state in the shallow water, we can just go right through the wall. So that avoids looping all the way back around outside and coming down in this room the other way. And it saves like, I forget, it was like 55 seconds or something, I think. It saves a lot of time. And now we have FoOltz, so now it's time to do some real damage. Just own everything.
I don't think there's much we can do for lag control in this game, because aren't all the enemies loaded even when they're off screen?
They're still loaded, but I think you can get them to like be called. So they're like kind of unloaded, but they're technically still there. They just like go like inactive. But that typically only happens when stuff's like behind you, where it's like off camera and you can't see it. But like something even off camera in front of you should still like be there, I'm pretty sure.
Yeah, it seems like usually the only way to get them to not be loaded is kill them, at least in a normal speedrun.
All right, so we just blew through everything basically with Floyd and Tri-Rockets right there, so... And then right here, last year, I actually did a Death Warp, but it turns out Death Warp here is slower,
Run back.
so it's faster to just run back and come around.
Oh, yeah, because you're not getting the capacity.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah, you got the Floyd stuff now, too.
Yeah, you gotta pay attention for the Floyd stuff, because like I did last year when I used TAS, or did the TAS, I only turned Floyd on and then like shoot and then turn him back off, because they made the design choice of like when you turn Floyd on, there's just this like loud hissing, like humming sound that plays in the background when he's turned on, and it's just kind of annoying.
Terrible microphone.
Exactly.
Yeah, or fan noise, yeah.
It sounded like the start of the stream, basically. When I had my fan on.
You just had Floyd running in the background.
That's right. Yeah, I had Floyd running in the background of the stream. I'm surprised Caneras didn't come up with dialogue for this. He could have had Fetbub saying all kinds of shit.
Just type letters next to each other. GH, GH, AGH, RRRRR.
Are you just gonna beat this guy with Floyd?
Pretty much. Because the reason why I use Floyd, I'm just using Floyd here is because I wanted to save Tri-Rockets, because it made part of the new route that I came up with for Aftermaster 1 possible. Whereas if I used my normal, like, what do we use here? We use like 7 Tri-Rockets, I think, normally. Unless you miss, and then you use more, and you're... So having 15 versus like 8 Tri-Rockets later is really nice. Although I did use 3 because shooting him in the face with Floyd is slow.
Or Fetbub.
So I actually have 12 Tri-Rockets for later, but that's still better than 8.
Man, he shouldn't have ate those grenades, man.
Yeah, I never really understood this cutscene as a kid, because he just starts randomly blowing up.
Just exploding, yeah.
And it's like only certain parts of his face too. Like, why doesn't his belly blow up? Why aren't his legs blowing up?
His face is highly explosive.
Apparently.
Yeah, because where did you end up shooting him with the Tri-Rockets?
Why didn't his face blow up when the Tri-Rockets hit them?
It did. It just took a little bit.
Slow reaction, yeah.
He was holding it in.
He actually had a bunch of gasoline stored in his cheeks.
Oh, that makes sense. And we massively owned Caneras there. But that's mostly due to the cargo bay key early, because I did account for all that time that it saves later already in this split. So that's why we saved like 3 minutes there or something.
Because, yeah, that wouldn't even be a split.
Yeah, it basically eliminates the whole section of where Vela comes back later to get that ship part, so she doesn't have to go through that level at all.
Hmm?
Grenades.
Grenades? What are those for? Why didn't I get them last year?
Is grenade clip real?
Where's Saren?
Where's Saren?
He needs to be vindicated. Alright, so we got a really different route in this room. That's a lot better than last year.
I like that you're shooting them from up there.
So this time I shot them and killed them as I'm working my way up instead of like killing them all first. Because this is a task, so why wouldn't you do that?
Yeah.
But also, Mortis did find a strat in this room that lets you do like a new form of like a pressure jump, so you can actually just like skip all these levels and come straight up. Unfortunately, when he found that, I was already on Eshbone with Lupus, and I decided I didn't want to lose like 5 levels of progress and come back for it, so I did not include it. But it is possible.
Should have found it earlier, Mortis. Come on.
Yeah, Mortis, like, why were you so slow?
Mortis, hurry up.
Should have found it like a month earlier. Tool-assisted spiral. Hello, Tech Bunny. I almost forgot. That's Altair. Okay. I was like, I knew that's familiar.
Oh, that's all. That's all. Okay.
Yeah, I believe so. Changed name though. Definitely a tri-rocket enthusiast.
You grenading them?
Sure. That's what the grenades are
Oh,
for,
so you're,
right?
You're gonna do the. You're gonna do the death warp with them. Then I'm guessing.
And now, yeah, now we're doing Cerulean Death Warp.
That is correct.
I have been for the Switch version. I've been getting grenades and doing death warp because they move around so fast. It's really hard to kill them with the machine gun.
Yeah, those emulators will get you. They just run the game at actual 60
Yeah,
FPS.
They just scatter.
It causes like the enemy AI to actually be like, oh, I'm supposed to do stuff.
Yeah, it's crazy. In the Xbox version, they'll like get stuck in walls and shit. I don't know like what's up with that version.
So I actually shot the grenade there with the pistol to blow it up faster.
I've never even thought about doing that. You're gonna get this health though, right? This is the one.
Yeah, that help was right there.
I've got bad news for you. It's actually really hard to shoot the grenade like
Is it?
RTA. I mean, you can try to use the auto aim, but when you initially throw it and it moves around really fast, it's hard to hit it.
Yeah, because usually when I shoot grenades, it's when they throw them at me.
Yeah.
It's usually on accident.
Yeah. And then it blows up and kills the tribal.
There's no reason to skip the gate when I have the tri-rockets. And skipping the tri-rockets is not fast.
Or is he talking about the gates up here?
If you're talking about in the tunnel, yes, I will be doing that gate skip. Because who needs capacity, right? the health. It's right there.
Ah.
Just grab it.
Plus, when you get the health, it gives you the perfect angle to get the animation skip. So it actually would have been faster.
It would actually be faster if I just knew how to do it, which I forget who it was. Someone posted in Discord that it's like, it just takes this, and I was like, oh. I wish I knew that.
It's
it's
like sliding into it, right?
Yeah, you can apparently just like hold down, so you start doing like slide, and then open a chest, and it should work. Got that capacity.
Oh yeah, you did.
And right there, you probably didn't see it, but I actually shot at least the one drone there, I remember, with the Floyd. Because since Floyd shoots 2 bullets, you can get enemies to low enough health that you can shoot them in the head with Floyd, and it just makes them like explode. Because it does more, more damage. It does more damage than putting them at exactly 0.
You can get that close.
Yeah. Yes, you can. Alright, so this cutscene actually was, like, I think unintentionally skipped on the North American version, but they fixed it on the Japanese version.
Lost time.
I sure hope I would be a little bit faster. Otherwise, this task is, like, over, and I gotta delete it, just end stream immediately. Someone RTA beat me. Is that cutscene in the PAL? I've never played with the PAL version like intentionally. PAL, yeah. So the only thing I know about the PAL version is that Caneras like found is like, oh, there's a typo. They intentionally like messed up the text. Can you get me a screenshot, Jimmy? And I was like, here you go. It's actually there.
Yeah, where was that again?
It's on the Velas hatch key. Someone must have accidentally changed the A in allow or whatever to S. So it says like slows or whatever. I don't know.
Yeah, I just remember that from Caneras' random facts video.
Alright, so watch this room too. This room's really good.
Nice.
There you go. I got your health. Are you happy now? I got the health. You're welcome.
Yes. I was too busy paying attention to the shots that I didn't even notice. You didn't kill the tribal.
That's bad luck.
Yeah, you should have killed that tribal.
Well, I didn't want Saren to be like pushed out of the stream if he decided to watch.
You gotta watch out for Saren, yeah.
So I wasn't allowed to kill them. He would be very upset with me.
Yeah. Don't even look at it.
That wouldn't be very cool if I saw what I was doing.
Yeah, cool girls don't look at explosions.
That drone there always does like a little bit of a fake out. Like it stops for just like a second and then moves again. Or like less than a second.
He does a curtsy if you don't shoot him.
Oh, really?
Yeah. I probably should have spent more time trying to manipulate those drones to get boosts off them, but I didn't. So this door here is actually really dumb. If you go too far to the left and right, it just doesn't open. And I don't remember if I figured that out in last year's task, but in this task, if I did, I completely forgot about it because I was trying to run in that door and it wouldn't open. So I kept thinking I missed enemies, and then when I looked at it, it was green, and I was like, what the fuck is going on? But it's like, yeah, there's like a small radius from like the center of the door that you have to be within, otherwise the door doesn't open.
I've had that happen with some other. I think like on Eschebone, I've had that happen where I'm like running up against the door, and then I start like slowly pushing my way to the middle, and it opens, and it's like, oh, I wasted 5 seconds just.
Yeah,
my head against the door.
I'm surprised I haven't like had that problem like RTA. Like I just go too far to the left or right, but I've never had that happen.
Yeah, I don't think I've run into that on that place.
Yeah, I mean,
But
you
I
can
must
go
have
try it
been
if you
towards the
want.
middle
Just
all the time.
go all the way
Yeah.
to the edges of the door and like walk against it. It won't open.
I have found a lot of doors where I can accidentally like wind up on the other side of the door, like beyond the load zone, just by like running to the side of it. Like I do it all the time on the room in perimeter where you like have the jetpack. If you like jetpack into that door, sometimes you can wind up on the like inside of the door but past the loading zone.
I've had
That's-
that like where I've gone over the loading zone and like landed behind it.
Yeah.
Yeah, because in this game, the loading zones are actually like actors. So there's like a specific point where they sit in 3D space, and then there's like a box around it, and you have to touch that box. And some of them are positioned like in a certain like doorway, just enough that there's like a small space along the edge that you could just run and not trigger it and just go past it.
Because that the cave where you get the machine gun in Goldwood is like that too. You can
Yeah.
run past it.
Save some more trial
Some good luck
rockets.
jumps.
Alright, so the head is actually already dead. But like as soon as you destroy the arms, it like goes into an invincible state. So it takes a while for the head to blow up, but I actually already killed it like before, like right when I shot the arms, I already killed the head too.
Yeah, I've noticed that a lot in
But it like
RTA
accounts
that
for
you
the
can-
damage still.
Yeah, like it applies the damage and kills it, but then it's like invincible, so it doesn't register checking like the health until it comes out of that invincible state, which is also random. I tried a bunch of different things there at the end, and although that movement kind of looked, I don't know, it didn't look very cool. I just walked to the left a little bit, but like I tried a bunch of different stuff, and that was the fastest I got. It saved like 80 frames. It made the head blow up faster.
Yeah, I've never quite understood the head that well.
Yeah,
I kind of just shoot it with homing missiles until it explodes, but a lot of times, like, it'll just explode randomly after
it'd be really nice if like could see like the code for the head and like what the fuck it's actually doing, because it seems really random when it just decides that it's actually going to take damage or not.
I think it's based off of Lurg's will to live, and once you do enough psychological damage, she decides. to
Oh,
end
so
it.
he's got to bully her a little bit.
Yeah, you gotta hurl some insults out.
This is always my favorite cutscene in the game.
Yeah, that
Oh, we didn't
silhouette
have a
shot.
custom one for this.
That silhouette shot in the doors is like one of the coolest shots in this game, I think. Yeah, this
and
is
to, like,
this is not a
cover
custom.
fire while Lupus flies in.
Yeah.
I don't think you can damage it until the arms are gone, but I think there's like a invincibility frame.
No, so what happens is I shot 2 trial cuts like really quick. The one hits the arms to like kill him, and then at that point it switches over to like now you need to shoot the head, and so the second one hit the head and dealt damage, but then it becomes invincible, so it didn't actually die until it becomes vulnerable. Then it's like, oh, my health is 0, kaboom. Alright, so right here we actually don't even run to the ship, we just pause and switch to Lupus, which means Vela does not actually even have Mazar's Palace unlocked yet.
Interesting.
Yeah, I'm intrigued.
Makes me nervous you not collecting the Mysar token. I suppose you probably collect the ones at Rithessa.
Yes. Yeah, those ones you like... I mean, if you want to go fast, you basically have to collect them because they're in your way.
Yeah, I always get those. I think because Mysar 1 is easy to like not get any if you don't collect those there, I just always collect those. Nice
The
boost.
boost.
Another
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 boost.
little boost off of his head.
I like to imagine him like hitting him with the flames coming out from under his feet.
Nice
You
ammo.
don't have to do a full jump there.
No, you do not, but it's extremely precise, so I wouldn't recommend
Yeah,
it
that seems really
RTA.
hard. Yeah.
I would not try that RTA because like you have very few frames to pull that off without falling down. So we got the sniper rifle now. I wonder what we're gonna do with that. We didn't get it last
Perhaps
year.
Snipe.
Maybe.
What would it be for?
Oh, I think. Is it for one of the?
It's
One
for
of the
it's
clips
it's
that you
for
can do with
it's
the-
for the Mortis
the zoom?
special.
Yeah, one of the Mortis clips.
I just realized like how much of an angle Lupus's ship turns when it took off. It was like horizontal or like 30 degrees turned.
Boop, 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 boop. You didn't get the capacity.
Yeah, Jimmy,
I don't
know if you
need
know
it.
this, but there's a capacity crate right by this ship on this level.
Yeah, you can get a.
What
Oh, you're
weapon
going
is
the
it
wrong
for?
way.
Oh man, I missed that capacity crate too, and the health.
Man.
Oh, man,
Man.
this who made this task? Like, what the fuck were they doing?
These just don't know the game at all.
So Mortis also did find a way to like get the tribals up top here, so that you could do all these tribals with Lupus right now. Unfortunately, that turned out to be slower also, so I didn't do it.
Because you do still have to come here with Vela
Yeah,
or Juno.
Juno.
or both.
Oh yeah, is he doing the Juno route?
We'll see later.
Oh,
Getting all these boosts.
So I got like a big
nice.
boost there that like transitioned into another boost off that stag drone. So I got a better kill this time than last year, but still beat the door, unfortunately.
The door takes forever to open.
I think one of the drones I couldn't get to explode, so it had to fall down, but like it was one of the earlier ones.
Nice.
I forget who it was that found that jump, but that's a
Danu.
cool jump. Was it Danu? Yeah.
Yeah.
That other jump still doesn't work. I'm like convinced it's emulator only because of like faster.
Yeah, I remember
The
trying
game
it
run
for
it
a
faster.
while.
But it doesn't work on N64, and I can't get it to work on this emulator running more like accurately to N64. But there's a jump that Danu found. You can shoot these boxes, and at a certain point, they sort of like wiggle. And you can do that here on this last one. You could barely see it there at the bottom right. And you can abuse it to get like a higher jump to reach this ledge. But
I
it
tried
doesn't.
it for like an hour and I couldn't figure it out.
But yeah, I'm convinced it's like only emulator where you have the game like running at 60 FPS that's possible.
I remember trying it on Switch too, but I also couldn't get it. But I'm also maybe just not that good. I don't know.
I think it should be possible on Switch. It's still really precise.
Yeah.
Yeah, some of those boosts were crazy. I actually redid interior there because when I first did it, I think actually I forget. Where are my notes? With Essa. I think originally it only saved 69 frames when I did that last room of interior, but when I redid it, I was able to save 159 by getting those insane boosts off those drones.
Nice.
Insane boost.
Oh, Jimmy, you forgot the capacity. The health capacity. Forgot it.
Rip.
Grenades again?
What do we need grenades twice for? Oh, for that.
So there's no other way you could open this.
Yeah, so getting the grenades there doesn't lose any time because you have to wait on that mouth
'Cause you have
anyways.
to wait. Yeah.
I didn't hear the sound of it.
You can actually go in early, it's just not too early. But you can go in early enough.
Before, like you can start the loading screen before the death sound starts, but I didn't know that. Like I figured you'd still hear it while the game's loading.
No, you can actually go in early enough that you don't hear it at all. Oh, look, there's some ammo for us.
Wow, convenient.
So there's like 4 Rhino drones up there, I think it's 4 or 5, and I just shot them all with Floyd. Oh yes, this is what the sniper rifle is for.
Yep.
The Mortis Special.
I tried this skip for a while too, trying to get it to work.
I actually go ahead.
I could get to like where that bridge is, like that goes over to this area. And then,
okay.
I'd fall off before I could get to the door.
Yeah, I actually couldn't get this to work at all, and I actually had to I helped Mortis set up like the emulator on their computer, and then they did a recording of it and sent it to me so I could like watch like the inputs and memory values, and then I was able to do it.
Mortis is like the master of this.
So, yeah, Mortis like just understands this weird ass glitch that no one else knows how to do. So special shout outs to Mortis again.
Yeah.
This wouldn't have happened without them.
I was only able to get anywhere with this using save states on the Switch version.
So yeah, I still don't fully understand, but like once you move far enough away from where you're supposed to be, and then if you let the game like snap you back to that position, it can give you a lot of vertical velocity. And in that case, it gave me enough to like put me through the ceiling, and then I could fly out of bounds. So that's what's happening there. I'm essentially using the sniper rifle and strafe running to like slowly keep moving Lupus out of bounds. But you also have to stay within a certain like angle of aiming, because if you aim too far left or too far right, it'll like snap you back to like where you're supposed to be. So you do have to like kind of stay aimed in a certain area. Oh yeah, this cutscene I made, this is mine.
I think how like Lupus jumps up in the air and starts hovering, and then like turns at a 90-degree angle, completely stationary.
Yeah, I like how he flies along the path, even though like he's just flying forever. Jeff Jr.
Oh hell no! I'm ready for the new tech.
Sniper? Oh, no. Yes? Are you just trolling us by switching to the sniper?
Maybe.
There's still 4 bullets.
I like how you wait till the last possible moment to move over. Oh yeah, look at that abdomen.
Look at that damage!
Yeah, so the sniper I just kind of did for swag, and I tried to stay aimed on like the head pretty much the whole time. Like even when it like was stumbling and falling over, I was trying to aim on the head. So Caneras apparently is a god gamer because according to my readjustment of segments, the TAS only beats him here by 7 frames.
Oh, really?
So that's, I don't know, that's like 0.8 or 9 of a second. Or 0.089 or something like that.
It probably just comes down to splitting late or splitting early.
Probably.
So does that not count the magenta key skip?
No, it does. Or no. It like split at the entering the boss fight, so that's just the for just the boss fight.
Fights is separate.
Yeah, the boss fight was a separate split, and it only beat him by 7 frames.
Okay. Man, I don't have splits for my boss fights. I should do that.
The magenta key skip, how much did that save? I think it was.
It's gotta save quite a bit. Skip the whole level basically.
It was 55.17 seconds. 3,310 frames. Alright, so Mortis found a faster way to do this Life Force door skip coming up.
I don't know if I remember seeing this one.
Unfortunately, it was still slower than killing the enemy, so I don't do it.
No. Someday
the reason why it's slower is because you have to fly multiple times with Lupus, and every time you fly or jump into the air, he immediately stops strafing, so you don't get the speed benefit of it. Whereas if you stay on the ground shooting the enemies, you just strafe run the whole time. I mean, if you can play like a TAS, not doing the Life Force door skip is definitely faster. But like when you play RTA, I still think like consistently, if you can do the door skip, skipping the door is going to be faster.
Yeah, just because like in RTA, you're having to turn around and stop.
Yeah.
And stuff like that versus a task where you're literally just strafe running forward the whole time.
In RTA, those guys really like to dodge the homing missiles.
You should get some health. You're running really low. With the Mizar.
What if I want to be at low health?
He skipped all those health capacities. Like, it's his own fault.
You can only blame yourself.
This TAS guy isn't very good at gaming, I guess.
He's gonna die to Mizar 1, man. That's embarrassing.
Here we grab Avalon real quick. Yeah, the drone boosts are really good. It's insane some of the speed you can get out of them. I think last year's TAS, the fastest one I got was with Juno, and he got like a 30 velocity, like speed out of it. It's just like, whoosh. And I'm pretty sure your normal like strafing speed is around 5.
That's crazy.
For comparison. So yeah, that's like way faster. Look at that, the sniper rifle, 100% accuracy.
Oh man, you should have gone to the rings first.
I don't do the Saren route.
I believe when I first started running this game, I did that route too.
Didn't Caneras do that too?
I don't remember.
Everything
I don't think I ever did that, so you definitely didn't learn it from me.
No, I just did it because that's the way casually I did it, I think. Because it's just like the first one you see when you're flying in.
Everything I did was from watching the world record video and then just copying that as much as I could. Aside from doing the dance on walkway on the elevator.
And then all hell broke loose.
This is Caneras. I'm not cultured enough to even know what this is. So I guess Caneras can explain that if he wants, but I don't even know what that is because I never saw that when I was younger.
It's from Kung Pao, Enter the Fist, and it's just like there's a really similar scene in that movie where a giant pyramid comes down and the guy says that they're aliens. But if you haven't seen that movie, I'd 100% recommend it.
Yeah, it's pretty good. Does he remember to go left instead of right?
We will see.
He's gonna go up.
Oh no, you're doing this.
The Mortis special yet again.
The Mortis special. I forgot about this.
I probably should have wrote it down. I forget, but I had to get a really extremely high velocity to get this to work because the wall here is super tall for no reason. But you basically can go up here and you can enter in Vela's door as Lupus, and then you get this amazing cutscene that we're about to watch right now. Pay very close attention to what Lupus does 10 different times.
Lupus, no.
Basically, the game is playing Vela's cutscene, but with Lupus in it, and every time it tries to do one of Vela's animations, it just plays the death animation of Lupus flopping around and falling down dead on the ground, and it just keeps doing it over and over again.
The Vela sound effects. No, Lupus. So this is why you didn't even complete Icor.
Yeah, so this is why I didn't bother running to the ship on Icor with Vela, because doing this right here, the game thinks Vela is now in the pyramid, even though I put Lupus in here instead. So we didn't need to come to Miser's Palace yet with Vela at all. One last time.
To heaven.
So yeah, since the game thought we just put Vela in, Lupus will still be available to play with. So we can select him again, and then just put him straight in the pyramid because it saved him right here. So that saves a lot of time because normally we have to go through the Flume section twice. Once with Vela to come here at the start, and then one again at the end, but now we only have to do it once.
You don't do the Juno one because you have to get tribals with him.
Correct.
Exactly.
Anyway.
I mean, you have to do tribals with all of them, but we intentionally do Velas twice because it's way
Yeah,
faster.
The fastest.
So it makes sense to just skip one of hers.
Lucas is getting deja vu.
Well, at least this time he isn't dying 20 times.
Wow, this is a lot more comfortable.
If only I'd refilled my health.
Yeah, it's so over.
Do a flip.
He's doing the Jesus Christ pose.
The T pose. The Christ air.
You missed.
I actually intentionally missed because I was RNG because it made that drone right there turn around and run back instead of keep going to the
Oh,
left.
okay, so you can get the boost.
I originally was trying to just kill that left drone just to kill it, but then that other drone would try to run over there and like replace it. So by leaving it alive, it made it like turn back around.
Whatever you have to tell yourself.
Yeah, he just missed.
Copium. TAS is just that bad. I forgot to mention it, I guess, earlier, but last year when I missed that task, this year I actually programmed into my stuff, if I missed a tribal, it would like tell me on screen. It'd be like, hey, you missed a tribal, idiot. And there was a few places where some of these tribals like this, where I try to like grab them and then turn around immediately, I did miss a couple and I had to go back and get them. But I had my stuff this time to tell me about it, which I didn't have last year.
Turn around, idiot. Turn around, idiot.
Yeah, like I literally had like a message that would pop up on screen. It's like, you missed a tribal. Go back and get it, you moron.
Like the Lakitu in Mario Kart.
That would actually be great to have. Just like pops up on screen. He's like, turn, you turn, go back. So this area, this maze area, I don't know why, but this area is like super laggy. And it makes the game constantly desync. Like
Oh, really?
Generally speaking, when I made this task, I would do like a full room and then test it, make sure it worked, and then I'd progress. This maze area, I would literally like run around a corner. I'd have to stop, save, test and see if it didn't bump the wall, because a lot of times it would just run into the walls because it would desync that bad. So this underground area here, like, literally took forever to do, and especially these boosts too, because a lot of these boosts wouldn't work and would constantly desync also. Like, you'd do a boost, and then when you play it back, it would like boost you backwards in the opposite direction.
Oh, man. Sounds like a nightmare.
And so these two tribals here, I missed the big female tribal there is one of the ones I missed and I had to come back to get. Shot the gem for good luck and collected it. I hope you're happy.
Just some extra swag.
Actually getting health.
Very nice.
All right, and now it's time to go make dinner.
Yeah, time to
Time for like 6
Warm up some
minutes
beans.
straight of cutscenes. I actually don't have beans right now. It's very sad.
No! Jimmy without beans.
I am gonna go to the bathroom though, so I'll be back in a couple
Yeah, I'm gonna use
minutes.
the bathroom quick.
Break time.
All right, I am back.
Just in time for the spirit bomb.
Perfect. And the voice line.
Oh, did you add?
No, I mean, there's the normal one in game.
Oh yeah, there is. What? And Juno's dead. Game over. Should have got more health.
Cue the fade out to black. And then the credits.
Yep. Instead of him dancing, it's just him lying on the ground in the dance club.
I should have changed the dance scene to just him doing the death animation over and over again.
Ba-bum.
I've always liked how the audio here is like, it's actually 2 different songs, so that's why they fade it out there and then bring it back.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Is that actually like a loading screen when they go into the loading zone there?
Yeah. Like these are 2 separate cutscenes that just play in order.
Okay, so minty breath first.
Maybe. What do you think I manipulated it to be?
Obviously, you wanted the claw.
Definitely. I wanted to swag out with the claw and show that it is possible. That we just suck when we play RTA. So I actually didn't have to manipulate it this time because it just worked out and it just did laser vision right away. So I actually didn't have to watch that 6-minute cutscene like 20 different times like I did last year.
Oh man.
Which was nice. But now we've done our 10 seconds of gameplay, so now we're back into like 4 minutes of cutscene.
Yep.
So if your dinner isn't finished cooking yet, you can go finish that up before there's gameplay again.
Finish eating it. You can take a second bathroom break.
So we're about 40% through the speedrun and we've shot 66 tri-rockets.
What was the vote for tri-rocket amount? Like 200?
The winning amount, or not the winning, like the most voted for was 200 to 224. So do you think we'll make it that far? Got it. We're gonna have to use a lot of them. For the last...
Back half does have more tri-rocketable enemies, at least.
That's true.
You do also have the tri-rockets like the whole time. Because the first couple of us, you don't even have them.
Yeah, Lodge alone is a lot of tri-rockets.
Lodge alone is 576 tri-rockets. This is a fact. You don't even need to check it.
Yeah,
that is just accurate.
I always shoot exactly 576 tri-rockets when I play Lodge. The cutscene is almost over. That's a lie. This scene takes
I'm pretty sure that in the original cutscene, like Caneras had the text that this cutscene is now over, and I was like, no, it's not. So I did change that at the end. Or it's like this cutscene is finally over or something, and it's like there's still another minute, bitch.
This part always seems like it takes the longest because it's just very slow motion. Them getting jetpacks.
You tried to make it really cinematic.
Yeah, I mean, when this first happened when I was a kid, like this was the hypest shit ever. But
yeah. I've always wondered though. It's like, why does Juno's go higher than the other two?
Because
like
he's the main character.
They're literally all the same. The little pedestals they're standing on, all the same height. His just comes up higher out of the ground.
He got first place.
It's like, what about the Miser logo? It's cut off on the other two.
It just electrocutes them. And then goes to the title screen.
Game over, yeah. Why'd you trust Mizar's machinery?
Now we got Tanker Z. All right, and now it's time for the Palace race.
Any crazy task tricks to the race, or just doing it fast?
Unfortunate, I did try to find like out of bounds and stuff, but like there's some of the level they literally even put a ceiling above, like you can't even go out of the level.
Oh, really?
So, unfortunately, I even tried like cheating too, like going out of bounds and just like levitating and seeing, and I couldn't even really find any way to like trip up the way the game does like checkpoints or anything in the race. So, I don't think it's possible to like actually really cheat this race, unfortunately.
Which is weird because like it's Diddy Kong Racing, and Diddy Kong Racing had tons of out of bounds.
Yeah, I don't know. I even I tried cutting across the course and just going to the finish line, and it wouldn't update to the next lap. And I tried like going just out of bounds along the level to hit checkpoints and like go around. It still wouldn't work. I don't know. There probably are ways to abuse it, but like I don't think it's possible to do it because there's no like ground, because you don't fly, like, because I don't, you in like Diddy Kong Racing you get like the airplane on some of the levels, so you like go out of bounds, you can just fly around. But this you actually need ground for this to work. I also added a timer so you can actually see it the whole race instead of just at the end. I love that like jump around the corner there at the end.
Man, I'd just be happy if I could do this race without hitting a wall.
Yeah, without just like grinding up against the wall and getting stuck.
Yeah. Jimmy was trash talking me on my last run a couple days ago.
Didn't you get like a 132 on this? And I was like, how do you do this worse than Caneras does?
Well, the sad part is too, like the Switch version's like easier to get faster times on too. But
So 119. What was that? 119, 30 something, 38. So unfortunately, I did not get sub 119, but we did save, I think, like 0.8 seconds from last year's. All right, and this is where the route gets really different from RTA because we're going the segment first.
I love me some segment.
That was just 2 trail rockets.
you get them all to like run in a certain fashion that?
Yeah, so the first Trarok I took out 2 of them, and then the second Trarok took out the other 2, and the one is like way down there at the end, like at the other side of those walls. So like one Trarok like hit the drone and blew it up, and then the other 2 like went back there and hit the one far behind.
That's awesome.
And this is part of the reason why I didn't use Trirockets on FetBub, because I need them to be able to do these levels in this order. And then here we do this really stupid jump. Like, to do that jump, you need 2 consecutive, like, frames of high velocity off that slope, and it doesn't always happen. And that's why I think I can't do it RTA half the time.
I've tried it so many times. I've gotten it like twice or something. Like, it's very few times.
It's really stupid. And if you don't have like the right angle when you're jumping too, even if you get enough height, you might miss like the ledge grab. And if you're too far forward, you just hit your head above and you hit the thing and fall down. It's just really hard. I think I get 23 jet fuel here, but technically I think I could have got away with like 21. And we'll see why here in a couple seconds. Okay, I got 22. So right there, that insane boost allows me to get a faster like platform cycle here, so I don't need as much jet fuel. But when I went back to try and like redo it, I couldn't get that same boost, so I unfortunately had to just go with the more jet fuel.
What?
You just shot him.
Yeah, so the thing is, since Floyd shoots 2 pistol shots, he can kill those things in like 1 shot each, technically. But Juno takes like 2 bullets, so Juno only killed like 3 of those, and Floyd killed like the other 9.
It didn't even look like all of them got shot. It looked like some of them blew each other up.
Yeah, that is correct. A couple of them, like I shot the lower one, and it flew up into the ceiling, and it blew up the higher one.
Nice.
No fall damage.
Oh, you should have got that health capacity back there.
I originally was gonna get it, but then I changed my mind. And you'll see why shortly, I think. So those tribals right there have really big hit boxes for some reason, because like didn't even come close to touching those ones, but they counted. Do a little swag spin around on the jet fuel pad. I guess I didn't mention it too, but especially like rooms like that where they're really short and it's just like a straight line, you actually get your full speed faster by doing the strafe running with the aiming. So like on these like areas, especially when it's just like that straight line, you'd think I would save no time over last year. I actually saved like 7 frames by starting out the room doing the aiming and strafing first.
Why is that?
I don't know. Just when you're aiming and strafing, you get like the full speed immediately, I guess. And like if you run with the joystick, it builds up slowly over time, I guess. I don't.
It's like an
I didn't pay that close attention to it.
So would it be faster to start every single room?
Probably. I didn't realize that though until like this point. So there's probably, like, over the course of the whole run, I probably could save, like, I don't know, a couple hundred more frames by starting strafe running immediately in every room. And then switching to normal running if I want. Time to make another task for next year, right?
Yeah, I guess we start over.
He's gotta save some time to be saved for next year.
Yeah, I can't just save it all at once. Then what am I gonna do for the feature? I have nothing to do.
This year's run is 200 frames faster.
Over the course of 3 hours. Yeah. And this game runs at 60 frames per second, so that's less. That's just over 3 seconds saved. All right, so now we're coming to top fret. I'm surprised Caneras hasn't said anything yet. Because normally there's a certain weapon we like to have for this level, but I don't have it yet.
Oh yeah, you don't have the homing missile.
Yeah, I'm waiting to see.
So shooting a tri-rocketeer to kill that drone, the far off one, I lost like 12 frames because I had to like delay turning around, otherwise it wouldn't die. But overall, this still saves time because you'll see why later when I go to later levels.
Oh, I forgot about like that insane
The
manipulation in this
catacombs.
basement.
It's actually different this time compared to last year. I came up with a new route.
Jesus Christ. That's awesome.
Yeah, so I actually drew out a map of that level and it came up with like 3 routes. And then I did like the distance formula on all of it to see which one was faster, and that one was the fastest. And that was actually faster than last year's. But the interesting thing about that area down there is the drones behind the doors are not actually there until you get close enough to the door. So that's why you can't just like run down the middle, shoot all the doors, and get explosion damage through the door, because the drones won't even be there. That's why you have to go up to each door.
They like don't spawn until the door's opening.
They actually spawn before the door will open, but you're so close to it that like I don't know. It's not worth not opening it. You can technically get them to spawn without triggering the door, but like it's not really worth it because then you have to do more shots. You're gonna have to do at least like 2 usually to kill them. When the door's open, you can just shoot them with 1.
Gotcha.
Okay, that section was for Caneras because I know he likes doing stuff with the music.
Yeah, the gunshots in Cerulean.
I did do that too earlier.
Oh, I didn't. I guess I wasn't paying attention.
How much fuel are we getting?
69. Unfortunately,
I bet you tried to see if you could do it.
I did try it. It doesn't work, unfortunately. 69 would have been nice. So this is using like the strafing while flying, so you do move a lot faster that way, and you can get a lot less jet fuel than you would normally probably need.
Made it.
Yeah, that was something I wasn't even aware you could do, like, for a long time.
I
For some
forget
reason,
when we
used to do
found
this level
that.
with Lupus.
Yeah, we originally did
Oh,
this with
really?
Lupus because when we would do like the earplugs while we were here.
Gotcha. Would you... But you still use, like, the jet fuel, I'm guessing, right?
Oh, you have
You
to.
just fly.
But then Lupus
Okay.
can't even straight fly at all, so it wasn't like a thing we even really knew or considered. That was a long time ago, though.
Yeah, I don't think I've ever even tried this with Lupus.
There's Big Ben.
It's Benjamin, aka Big Ben.
Yeah, if you could get it right, please, Jimmy.
I named him. I can call him whatever I want. You just worry about your Midge.
I do love Midge. Can we get the Midge emote in chat?
They're gonna shoot him on the way out or something.
You better
I'm gonna
not.
feel really upset.
You better not. If he does that, I'm leaving the call.
Okay, we're safe.
Okay, good.
We're safe.
He's already shot
We're
him
good.
once.
Well, before he wanted to talk to me, and I was like, "No, you can't do that." So I didn't have
It's
much
not
of a
allowed.
choice.
Getting a teabag on the fuel pad. Oh!
It's okay. Everyone gets horny every now and again.
Yeah, it's, you know,
It was Juno's time.
you do you.
We're lucky. I think we're unlucky is what you actually mean.
I've been waiting for the special Gimlet illustration for a while.
Didn't you send me like a teaser? I need to look. It's in my DMs. I need to look that up or something. Like I've been waiting too. Like we're very unlucky right now. Don't even try and come in my
Yeah.
chat and say we're lucky to not
Yeah.
have it.
Yeah, Jet Force July
Trying
is
to gaslight
ruined.
me.
Yeah.
You still have time. You can make it right now, and then Caneras can show it on his stream.
Yeah. I want it, and I want to set it as my background on my computer.
I want to print
I'll put it
out
on my
and
phone.
Get a full size thing on my
Yeah.
wall for like my wall.
Canaris, can you make signed
my
posters
house.
of it?
To make it a flag and fly it outside my house.
Yes.
What?
Huh?
That landing on the
I landed like on the
railing?
railing and kind of like grinded a little bit because I was like the jet fuel ran out too early, but it still worked. Okay, so here we go again. This is the part Caneris still needs to learn to do in RTA runs.
Yeah, only Canaris needs to learn this, though.
yeah, you know, blind seam walking.
Yeah.
I actually went farther this year. I went farther on the wall than I did last year. This room likes to desync a lot too, and these tribals are just like stupid and sometimes won't notice you, and then just stand there in the corner waiting. So that took a while. And then this baby room can sometimes be really annoying too, especially when you're trying to do this route. Because what makes this route faster is this tribal right here. The fact that it comes running out there, but it does not always do that.
Yeah, I've always gone left around the room. But,
Yeah, it's definitely safer RTA to just go left, because the route where you assume none of them will run to you isn't much slower than that one. Sniper rifle and homing missile still at 100%.
only 6 sniper rounds. We need more sniper and grenade. I've always really liked the atmosphere of this level.
Yeah, I love that lens flare.
The good old lens flare.
Okay.
Of course.
Your feet
On
aren't
the
even
wall.
on the platform.
Sometimes when you're running on the edge, like the shadow disappears because you're so far like close to falling off. Like, see how his shadow isn't even there? But then now it's back. So right there, I actually did a pressure boost off that, like, not dead yet drone, but I also simultaneously shot it with Floyd so that it would die, like, right away.
What?
Wait, where is he? Oh, it's the Jimmy dance. The Jimmy dance.
Yeah, Caneras, who discovered that dance? Who invented it?
I believe it was me in 1999.
Yeah, I doubt that. Okay. So also I skipped the homing missile. What was up with that?
That's messed up, man.
I have an uncle who works at Nintendo, and I played a beta version of the game and did the dance in the elevator in the beta version of the game.
I like the rolls on the ground.
Wait,
No-
where
no
where
homing
is he
missile.
going? He didn't get the homing missile. What the fuck?
Jimmy, you idiot! You forgot it.
Well, I guess we'll find out how well Mizar 2's gonna go.
We might as well scrap this task and just go back to the drawing board now.
Okay, he can go back and get them still.
He's just gonna make another trip.
He'll get them on Rithessa.
Oh. Oh yeah, maybe.
That's big brain gaming.
Not gonna get them at all.
Yeah, I completely skipped the homing missile with Juno because I didn't actually need them. The only place we really use them or really want them is Toffret, and I already did it Toffret.
It just feels wrong. Like,
I know.
Feels like you left your house without your wallet.
It
Yeah.
feels like you left your house without your pants on.
yeah. Which I do from time to time, but
Get a little exercise in.
doing some aim training.
So right here, gonna do a boost off that not dead yet, but shoot it to kill it. So saved a lot of time there, because last year at that door I had a not dead yet I had to wait on. How much time do I save in this area? I saved 8.7 seconds in this area compared to last year.
That's quite a bit.
Yeah, it's pretty significant.
I mean, at least half of that is from like the one not dead yet I had to wait on.
Boost. Boost.
Good boost.
Oh, we're getting low on health again.
You're gonna go through this whole area without collecting any.
We'll see. I've only got
you
5 health
can't-
left.
You can only get hit like twice. You're still boosting.
He's gonna like boost and die simultaneously through the loading zone.
I wouldn't be surprised.
Mortis actually found a pressure jump coming up here at the end for the door. To like skip it. Unfortunately, yet again, it was slower.
Ah, man.
And also I couldn't even get it. Like I've tried for like an hour and I couldn't get it, so I finally like cheated it to like just see how long it took to do it, and then I did that, and that was shooting the drones was faster. So I was like, oh well, why am I wasting time on this then? So I didn't do it. So you didn't see it there, but I convinced that one drone to commit suicide, so he would open the door for me.
The other sniper drone or the blue one?
The blue one.
The blue one, okay.
And you probably missed it all there, but there's like 5 drones
Yeah.
in there that I just killed while I fell down to the bottom.
Really?
Yep.
Yeah, I did not see that.
Have to go back and watch that one in slow motion.
Yeah. You killed that thing too.
That thing actually, if you get headshots, it only takes 2 shots with the pistol to kill that.
Oh, really?
It does not have much health at all. Also, you probably, and I don't think you can really notice here, but there's a few times while I'm flying here, I actually start like mashing C down, and it somehow, you like lose a little bit of height, but not very much, and so it allows you to like draw the feel out longer. And then it's hard to see there too, but at the bottom I like shot a bunch of the drones with Floyd really fast as well. So you can watch that in slow motion later also. I tried to find some ways to like jump down this without like the stagger from falling too high, but there's like nothing really to land on like midway to try and do it while saving time. So now we're over here without the mine key, so how do we get in the mine?
I think I have an idea.
Oh, we just jump over the wall.
That's the one I've tried like a million times.
So part of the reason that
sometimes.
So yeah, I didn't mention this before yet either, but for some reason Juno's velocity works differently than Vela and Lupus. He actually gets like faster speeds. So part of the reason that works is because he gets like a lot of speed, so he can fly up high enough to go over the wall there.
Yeah, I remember, I don't know, taking like an hour on stream with Mortis coaching me on how to do that, and I still couldn't get consistent at it.
So it is possible to pressure jump there in the corner, but it's not possible that I know of to get high enough to the top. So I just did it for swag, and then we still have to take this elevator.
Dang, so that was a fake out in the trailer.
Yes, it was. I literally had Mortis like messaging me. He's like, "Oh my god, you got it to work." I was like, "You'll have to wait and see."
Betrayed.
Unfortunately, it comes up just short. $15? Is that enough? Apparently.
Even had a little bit extra.
Yeah, the jet fuel is weird. It's like, I think 3,600 units equals like the 100. So I forget. I'd have to like do the math, but like, it's not like 1-to-1. So that's why the meter can say like 0, but you technically still have fuel left. What is that? That, if I'm doing math quick in my head, that's like 360 units per one digit.
Mm-hmm.
Sounds right.
Yolanda.
And now Juno turns into a tribal.
Yeah, this is the only tribal pad in the game, right?
Correct. That's the one and
So
only one in the
normally
whole
you would
game.
be able to see this outside of multiplayer. Juno's tribal form.
It's kind of nice that they
allowed it.
yeah, it's a good thing they programmed it like dynamically to like just work and not like hard coded
Yeah.
it to Velo, because you're only ever supposed to be in here as Velo. So it saved a bunch of time there doing that like that. I actually did have I initially did it. I got the elevator activated from like when I was falling down, but it was so early that I couldn't reach it in time to ride it up. So I had to like delay it. The farmer manip. I have no idea if that's true or not. If they were both intended to come in here.
It might have been having both the characters in the multiplayer version.
Yeah, because there is a multiplayer map with that.
Alright, so now we switch over to Vela, and we skip the tri-rocket capacity. Uh-oh.
Oh no.
At least we're saving frames, I guess. I originally did shoot that full health jump, but it actually somehow caused lag and made me lose like 5 frames, so I took it out. Caneras is in shambles. Shooting the gem was not good luck.
So what was Vela's location after Mizar 1? Does she just get teleported to the pyramid, or is she still...
Yeah, they all get put at the pyramid. I guess that would actually... It'd kind of break the pause menu, because it would put her at the palace, but she doesn't have it unlocked.
So is it still not unlocked right now then, or?
Actually, no, that's wrong. After you beat Mizar 1, it unlocks like all the levels for everyone.
Oh, okay.
Or rather, it takes each character's levels and it like combines them all together. And since Juno and Lupus have it, it gives it to her too. And that's actually why if we found like a way to like put Lupus in for everyone, it wouldn't really work, because if you skipped like taking I'm forgetting. I came up with some route that, like, if it worked, like, where it just gave you all the levels, it would be good, but it doesn't. And, like, if you
It only
skipped,
gives you the
if you
ones
skipped a
you've
bunch of Lupus stuff, then, like, Juno and Vela would never get Lupus levels at all. And then you
Okay.
couldn't access them.
Oh, where are we going?
Why are we going this way? Oh, I still made the platform.
Were you just messing around waiting for that platform to come down?
Yeah, yeah, you have to wait on it. So I went around the left side instead. And then at the end there, I did like a failed ledge grab, which Vela is very good at, to avoid the stagger when you fall on the ground.
Nice.
So these two drones
man, it
back
feels-
here are programmed. They like don't spawn until you come far enough forward, so you have to go back for those.
I was gonna say, it feels wrong not to blow those guys all up with the tri-rockets.
So that area was a lot quicker than last year too. So I think last year I circled like all the way around that second like thing where the big stag drone is, but this time I didn't.
Jesus.
Good job, Floyd.
Oh, you should have got that full health gem, though. It's free.
I've got like 3/4 health. I don't need that. Oh, now I've got like 1/4 health. So the flying drones up there are actually kind of weird. I only shot two of them, like at the start with Floyd. And by turning the camera downwards, it caused like the rest of them to die.
Really?
But if I kept the camera like facing upwards, they would like survive. Because I shot them right as they came in, so they like hit the ceiling and caused an explosion. And it just like killed all the rest of them.
I never had a chance.
And that's some low health. I might want to collect some.
Nah, you don't need it here.
The toxicity of the worm's intestinal fluid might cause you to lose health.
Yep. Oh man, it really sucks you gotta swim all the way back now.
Uh-oh, look at all that blood. Holy. Good thing they didn't die. I don't think Saren's gonna be happy with me.
Hey, they're alive. They're okay. They'll get treated at the hospital.
So I stayed to the left there a little bit of those tribals because I was hitting the sloped wall to like avoid the stagger again from falling too high. Because if you go straight for those tribals, you fall far enough that like your movement gets locked for a second or so.
Mm-hmm.
And that's when the grenade comes in and blows up the tribals.
Whoa!
You're stuck there motionless.
Shot 3 gems. I just refilled my health and it's all gone again. Wow.
Happens.
It's a shame.
Water ruin. Is it faster to swim on top of the water, or is it just...
It doesn't matter. It doesn't.
Okay.
It doesn't change your speed. There have been lots of death warps so far. So now we're done with this level because that's all we came here for.
Sekhmet. Still dodging them.
I didn't shoot him again.
You're a pacifist now. You gonna open this with Floyd?
Waiting.
Nice.
And then I used the centered strafe cam running right there to be able to shoot sooner to open that door. Skipping capacity again.
At least you can get the plasma shotgun here.
Yeah. Oh, no, you missed it.
what?
Jimmy, go back.
This TAS guy, what is he even doing? There's tri-rocket capacity right here on the right. Where is he going? I guess we're just gonna do Lodge with only 10 tri-rockets?
There's no way.
Surely that's impossible.
How many do we use in Lodge again? It was like 500 something?
Mouth and nose below the water level.
One health and it's right there? What? Look, there's capacity right there. You can literally see it.
Yeah, you need some machine gun. Fellow has low machine gun capacity already.
I can't believe I keep missing all these items.
Yeah, did you even research before doing this task?
I probably would have been a good idea, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm not seeing how you're going to get 100% on this run. Because that's what the TAS is for, right?
So I actually needed that
You
gem.
collected an extra health.
I actually needed
wondering what you're gonna do.
Yeah,
I
otherwise
needed
you
it
die.
because you take fall damage here. So I needed that health actually, but that was planned. Believe it or not.
I had a run once where I only had 1 health there, and I was like, maybe I can just jump far enough and land on the tribal.
And it did not work.
Yeah, it does
I
not
mean,
work.
you probably could if you jumped across the platforms to the other side and then jumped down from there, but that's still scary.
Yeah, good luck.
Nice.
Yeah, so I was able to get a tri-rocket shot off there before technically being considered airborne and have it go over right there and hit him in the wall. This room actually went really good.
Nice. Yeah, that room can be really annoying.
Yeah, that room's really fast where if you can just run in a straight line and actually hit them all.
Made it.
And that
Have you danced
capacity
on every
Gotten to that
elevator?
is-
that capacity crate has been there at the top the whole time, and I keep missing it. It's just really slippery. And yes, I think I have danced on like every elevator or done something weird.
Go into the lodge.
Nope.
Wait, no.
Not yet.
Nope.
We can't, since we skipped Tofret this time, I stopped at I-Core really quick to refill my tri-rocket ammo. Normally, since we would go to Tofret, you can get full ammo there, but since we got the cargo pick here early already, we don't need to go there at all. But thankfully, the tri-rocket ammo on I-Core is literally like 2 seconds from where you spawn, so it's really nice. Alright, so now we're going to do what FoOltz talked about earlier. We're going to skip going in the cave. Oh look, they're dead already. Well, I killed Miser with fish food. Well, I have to collect the fish food first. And I've yet to get it, so we'll see by the end of the run. I mean, Lupus still has to come to Goldwood. It's just a matter of getting the game to let us fight Miser 2 with Lupus.
I don't doubt it.
Okay, so you're gonna use only grenades in Lodge.
That would be pretty swag. No, it clearly gets her faster movement, right? Because she can actually swing both her arms as she runs.
Yeah. More aerodynamic. Boost? Okay.
Yeah, so since I only have 10 trial rockets, I intentionally skipped a couple of those drones. So I could get through to the end
You get the
here.
refill.
Yeah, and then there's a refill. So this room is where I found out about the Floyd can only shoot so many bullets before they start like disappearing, because some of these drones I was shooting and then I was shooting other ones, and then earlier drones just weren't dead anymore. They were still alive.
Oh, really?
So I actually had to stop shooting for a little bit in there, like 2 different times.
You're too fast.
I did try to do a boost off of that drone, that second one, but I couldn't get it to like die quick enough to not have to wait on the door. So
I was wondering why you weren't shooting them as they were coming out.
you don't actually have to kill that sniper drone, but I shot him anyways and killed him.
A lot of times I kill him because he like throws grenades at me while I'm trying to shoot the.
He didn't even have
The
time to
flying
do
drones.
that for me.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's always weird. Like that one and like 1 or 2 other late game sniper drones, they lose their gun and just decide that they're gonna throw grenades the whole time.
Yeah, and they'll just throw them so fast at you.
Easy.
Got him.
Easy.
This is just like almost Vela just running around doing whatever and Floyd doing all the work.
Yeah. Like carries the load.
I'm not sure which door you mean, Toastline, because I'm pretty sure I've been strafing through all of them.
Oh no, he found something that's unoptimized. Gonna have to put it in next year's TAS.
Yeah, I'll have to fix it.
Enemy mothership approaching.
Wow! Look at that! It's beautiful!
Somebody beat us here. It's all gone.
I'm going down. I'm having some trouble here.
Something's not right here.
Whoa! Watch out! I made it! I'll analyze right away.
I guess you're good for something.
No.
Ah, that's good.
Data analysis complete. What a dump!
So that was me. I made that cutscene.
That was a good one.
And then she just pieces out.
I mean, the whole original idea of that cutscene was just the enemy mothership, because it literally looks like the boss fight on Katina from Star Fox 64. And then I just came up with all that other garbage I just threw in there with it.
Ooh, the boost.
Nice boost. Another one.
If that bullet had hit me right there, I would have died.
Those tri-rockets so close to tribals. JFG and Star Fox, same universe.
So
Get the
here
totem? Are we doing 100%?
do the totem jump. So I was able to get that to work this year. I tried doing that last year, but I couldn't figure it out, and this year I did. So if you when you're flying with Lupus, if you turn really sharp, he actually like tips, and one of his treads goes higher up in the air, and that's required there to be able to reach that upper ledge.
And we make the cycle.
What multiplayer unlock is that totem?
I think it unlocks one of the levels. I don't remember. And then this route was actually faster because you drop down 2 levels there at the end rather than needing to climb up 2 levels. So that was like, I think it was like a second or two faster.
Don't have to jump on those boxes and then hit your head on the ceiling trying to jump to the next one.
Exactly.
Yeah, and add like 20 seconds to your time looking like an idiot.
Yeah,
Like, I swear
I
I
always
played
feel
this game
so
before.
bad. Yeah.
Yeah, okay.
The platforming is just stupid.
Yeah. So that, I actually saved exactly 1 second. I saved 60 frames on that outer area by doing
Jimmy,
it that
why
way.
Why didn't you get the flamethrower? It's the most important weapon in the game.
Yeah, imagine if you could just set Miser 2 on fire with the flamethrower and he just like instantly died.
No, that's what the fish food's for.
So right here, because Lupus can't do strafing while in the air, it's actually faster to go around this water than to
Oh, really? I've always just jumped over
jump over those 2 little
water,
like
yeah.
lips so you have a straight line.
Yeah, so it's faster just to do that.
It's faster to strafe run around it.
Okay.
How much time are we talking here?
Frames.
Probably like 2 minutes or something.
I saved 6 frames there.
Worth.
And then this time I was able to get this version of the door skip to work, and this is faster than killing the drones.
Nice.
I think that's about 3 seconds faster than killing the drones. But it's very precise because it requires you to get like a boosted jump off that tree by having like specific movement so that you hit it and get like a... It's kind of like that jump with Juno in the lava room with Segment. You gotta like get a boost up off that tree because you're like sloped.
Yeah.
You can double hop the stairs there with Lupus?
Sure. He's a gamer. And then coming up here is another Life Force door skip. I did find this on my own, and I believe I posted about it in the Discord, and then Mortis was like, oh yeah, here's my video from 3 months ago when I found it. Why didn't you look at that, idiot? So Mortis found this first, but then I found it myself again like 3 months later. But you can skip this whole big loop and just like skip right here,
Nice.
which is pretty nice. Nice shot, Floyd.
Didn't even see him. Jimmy doesn't get humbled enough.
And the funny thing with flying too and having a cutscene happen like that, it actually depends what part of your flying cycle you're in, whether you lose a bunch of height. Because when I initially was trying to do that, I kept like falling down the pit, but then I figured out how to get it to work. And this is Caneras' favorite section of the game. Surprised he hasn't had a lot to say yet about it.
I actually like Rim, aside from, you know,
Your favorite tribal?
Yeah, you just lose the run.
I think you're gonna like your favorite tribal here coming up. I made it very special. Something you won't forget.
Oh man. How many tries did it take for that to happen?
It actually took me a while to get it manipulated to pull a grenade. Like, it did not want to pull a grenade for me for some reason, which seems weird.
Run.
Which seems very weird because that one likes to pull grenades like all the time.
On N64, it seems like almost every time he does it.
And yeah, the grenades have a 3-second timer, so that was very close to killing that tribal, but I made it work out just barely. And there's another boost, plus shoot it with Floyd at the same time.
All these boosts.
All these boosts make the Life Force door skip definitely not worth it. You just keep boosting off of everything. And then as you can see right there, that one just pulled a grenade, and then I didn't even shoot him. He just like blew himself and his friend up for me.
Was that just happenstance, or did you like manip that?
I didn't. I guess I technically did manip it, but I didn't like intentionally do it. Like I just tried a couple different things there when I was there, and eventually he pulled that grenade, and it just worked out. And I was like, okay, well I'll go with that.
Oh yeah, the tribal by the mines. That one's like so easy to get killed.
I mean, most all the tribals in this section are intentionally set up to like be killed immediately.
Yeah, they definitely were being extra trolly.
Ooh, 1 health. Okay, so we're at bathroom break number 2 of the speedrun, if you need to go.
Oh yeah, I might have to take advantage of that.
So I'm taking advantage of it, so I'll be right back. Enjoy this amazing cutscene if you stay to watch.
I just realized there's more tribals in this cutscene than there are in the level. So we don't even save them all. Mizar solving a Rubik's Cube on his PC. even the point of this where the asteroid's already hit?
I'm back just in time.
We're too late.
Okay, now we're at everyone's favorite part of this run. The Gem Core generator.
Oh yeah, I love it. Oh, you got a meter.
And a gem cycle counter.
If you get this in 3 cycles. This motivational music.
What?
Dude, what a rush! What a rush!
No.
Fucking line I take. I'm like, yeah, baby. Do this. Look at the fucking pace.
Oh my god. Holy shit. 3 cycle, huh?
I'm a fucking legend.
It's fucking right. Skip the 4 cycle. See that clutch this? I am fucking clutch. Yeah, so that's the first ever 3 cycle on this motherfucking generator. And the only reason it was able to happen is because right there at the end, if you go back and watch it, you can see I shoot the gems like, I think I shoot all of them at least twice, and then I shoot a couple more of them a third time. Because when you shoot them, they get like a really big boost of speed, and then they start slowing down. So by shooting them extra times, I got them into the machine quicker, and that was barely enough to make the 3 cycle work. Like, we're talking like literally 2 or 3 frames of like barely working.
That's insane.
But it's possible. Finally fucking did it. That saved a shit. I saved 26.5 seconds on this level from last year.
You and Mark Rutsu.
It's like me and Caneras. Me and fucking Caneras. That's right, I skipped 4 cycle. So Magnus here is really.
Run, I would.
Now go ahead.
Good.
So Magnus is like really stupid here. Like, you have to actually get close to him to trigger him, but then he has to like run away from you, and so that I saved time there, but like I had to really manipulate him to get him to like go as fast as possible.
I was gonna say, like, if I ever got a 3 cycle, I would somehow forget to talk to Magnus and just leave.
Yeah.
I don't think anyone's
And be
ever.
like, what's going on?
I don't think anyone's ever gonna get a 3 cycle because you need to be up there where that tribal is shooting them as they dump out, and then you have to shoot them multiple times each. Like, good luck doing that in real time. And I also like the first set of gems literally went in like as they were fading away. Like, I put them in as late as possible.
Yeah, I like how you got
So big.
both sets of gems like out there before you even dropped the machine.
Yeah, the whole thing runs at like a constant rate, so it's all about from that first gem going in to getting the last gem into it to have it work. Needs to be the shortest amount of time possible. So So that room was a little different this time, but that's because we also had a bunch of explosives to make it a little bit faster. Do a quick,
Just spun around and
just
shot
do like
him
a
off.
quick 360 no scope.
Another boost.
Another boost and shoot him and kill him at the same time. The one pulled a grenade back there in the back, so that blew up those two.
Oh, okay.
No, the health.
It would be slow though. I have to jump and I can't strafe in the air. It's Lupus. Had to skip it.
I guess.
That one, like, you have to skip it.
That would have been the slowest one.
Exactly.
Yeah, that's like 12 frames.
How do you handle these cockroaches?
A lot differently than last
the
year, I can tell you that.
I like the falling jumps to like minimize how long Lupus is in the air.
Yeah, there was that, and I also took like sort of a different path across there so I could have more ground time than being in the air as well.
Gonna boost off every single one.
It's actually nice in here because the ceiling is so low, you're not spending a lot of time in the air as Lupus, which is slow.
Meanwhile, I try to jump over the cockroaches and they push me backwards.
Oh,
Yeah,
that
that's
that
usually
happened a
what
lot. That happened, like, that took actually surprisingly a long time to get those boosts. He wanted to go backwards like crazy. I would not recommend trying to do it RTA. You're probably gonna lose time.
Alright, so let's see this strat of just flying or holding down.
Just hold A the
not
whole
running
time.
into anything.
Just hold A and don't run into anything. It's easy.
Oh, I missed that one.
No, Jimmy.
I missed that one too.
Jimmy, you gotta go back.
It's okay. All the strategy guides lie. You only need 6 of them to get gold. So
This strategy guide says that you
Yeah,
need-
what's up with every walkthrough just not knowing how that minigame works?
all right, so this level is going to be interesting. So pay very close attention.
Okay, not going immediately to perimeter.
That is because it turns out doing military base first is faster.
Really?
And that is also true for RTA, so you should start doing this in RTA.
Oh man, you mean I have to change my splits again?
Yep.
Yeah, I'm not changing my split.
Doing this faster, or this first, is about 15 seconds faster than doing
What?
perimeter first. And it's also nice.
Oh, I guess because you don't have to do that last section to...
Exactly. And it's also nice because when you come back through these rooms, there's no enemies. You just, like, run across them. So you don't have to, like, go through that last long path room and shoot all and kill all those enemies. You can just skip those. I think I ended up saving about, I think it was around 30 seconds in the TAS. But when I initially tested this, I just, like, played in real time, and it was about 15 seconds faster. Unless or maybe I'm thinking wrong. According to my stats, I have listed that I saved 57 seconds here. But I think only like the route change was 30 seconds, and the rest of the time save came from just better play.
We're leaving him alive.
You can't boost off a dead drone, can you?
Well, if he's not dead yet, you can.
I wonder how close he is to killing that tribal there.
I'm pretty sure he's very close. But I'm too quick. He didn't have time. So he's pretty fast, so I do actually shoot him a couple times there. And then look away, Saren. Don't look. You didn't see that bullet shot there. So,
Stop it from running.
so yeah, that female tribal likes to just haul ass and sprint around this room in circles. So I actually had to shoot her in the leg purposefully right there, so that you could see she was like standing there just like holding her leg, like crying. That was to prevent her, that was to prevent her from moving around, so I could actually save her instead of letting her go get assassinated by that ninja drone like a moron. So
I know if you go immediately for the fuel pad, like she's always like right behind you as soon as you get the fuel.
yeah, she just sprints like crazy.
It seems like every room that has a ninja has a tribal that just thinks that it's a friend.
Yeah.
Well, not that room. She actually runs away from it, but like she just runs like forever. There are the other rooms where the tribals do think it's a friend and like run to it. But I mean, like I literally sat there at one point just watching. She just literally runs laps around the room as the ninja drone like chases her around.
I never even thought about doing this way.
I
guess you'd have to take damage for water rune in a different way.
Yeah. I thought of this as an idea like when I was coming through here with Vela at the very beginning. So I like wrote it in my notes so I wouldn't forget about it, because I got to like this section like, I don't know, 2.5 months later or something.
I hate strafing in this area.
It's impossible to like strafe up here on this
Yeah, I don't
ledge.
even bother. What do you do for ammo? And then RTA for this?
It's a great question. I'm sure you'll figure it out.
Yeah, because you usually get the refill there, huh?
For the sniper?
No, like for...
No, because you get the refill at the end of
everything.
Icor.
Oh,
like,
yeah.
The rest of the run.
Because we also do Rim after this.
I don't know if we come up with a good way to like reset to like the beginning.
Yeah, I'm trying to think.
Then there's just like full machine gun and tri-rocket ammo right there.
Is that, I mean...
I'm not sure how you do that though.
If you go all the way back to the beginning...
Running across that
probably
room
gonna be
isn't
this.
going to be fast enough.
Yeah.
So those guys were nice enough to give us a boost.
Guess there's the tri-rockets in the room with...
I mean, they give you 15 tri-rockets right at the beginning. of Rim.
Oh yeah, that's true.
And you don't really need any at the beginning of Goldwood because all the enemies are like super easy.
Yeah.
So unfortunately, this hole is really small, so Lupus grinds on the wall.
Yeah, you can't go through it fast.
See, we have it where current route you would have to Death Warp on Water Ruin, and then Death Warp again on Space Station. That's 7 Tri-Rockets minimum.
Just take more damage.
I don't need some theory crafting.
Yeah, I'll have to look. See what we can do. I'm sure it's possible.
I mean, you can definitely take a bunch of
move
damage. You can take a bunch of damage in perimeter and end that with low health.
Yeah. And
So that you'd only have to use 1 Tri-Rocket on Water Ruin, but then you'd have full health on Space Station.
we could move Icor wherever, really, couldn't we? Like,
Could
there's
it be
nothing.
last?
Could we just do it after Rim?
It probably would be better to do it later. I mean, I intentionally put it at the end here, too. Because, if I'm remembering right, Water Ruin is Lupus's last level in this route.
And it doesn't even have to be. You could do Icor after Water Ruin.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It just has
So
to be
right-
after Anubis.
Right there, I actually had to delay touching the ship 8 frames. Because apparently it's possible to be fast enough to touch the ship that tribal isn't counted as rescued yet. The one right there behind
I've always
the ship.
wondered that.
So-
I've always been worried about it.
So when I did this region at first, I kept getting my message saying, like, you missed a tribal moron, go back and save it. And I was like, I swear to God, I touched them all. What? And then that's when I realized that last one, I had to wait 8 frames until it actually counted, then touch the ship, and then I've got them all saved.
So it takes 8 frames for any tribal to count.
No, it takes like 2 seconds for them. Or I didn't time it, but like from touching that tribal, the distance I had to travel to touch the ship, I had to wait an extra 8 frames for it to fully like teleport away and count. And that's also why they can die a lot of times after you like touch them and they're disappearing and then they get hit by a grenade. It's because they're technically still there for like another 2 seconds. All right, so now we're back to Juno on this level because we didn't do it yet. And you're and you're probably wondering why, aren't you? And it's because there's a bunch of capacity here that I wanted to skip, but I wasn't sure if I'd be able to. So I put this off really late so that if I needed to come back to redo this, instead of having to redo like half the game, I would only need to do, this level in Miser's Palace with Vela and then go back to the asteroid. And as you can see, we are skipping it all. So it is possible to skip these Tri-Rocket capacity because you don't need them.
Nice.
And I did test it, since it's a TAS and I can switch on the pause menu like immediately, it didn't lose any time to like swap characters and then go back to him later. It literally takes the exact same amount of time. So now Vela is finally, for the first time, on Mazar's Palace.
She's like, have I been here before?
It feels like I was here, but I wasn't.
I feel like I was here and I died like 10 times.
As a dog.
As a dog. What a strange dream.
Oh, wait.
He figured out the route.
Yeah.
Dang, he's got like a free 15-second time save for his subathon. New world record incoming. You're welcome.
There's several spots that you can pick up ammo just coming back with Lupus.
There's definitely the full homing ammo by that one. The one with the two snipers. The one tribal on the
150
side.
Machine gun ammo and full tri-rocket ammo.
Yeah, in that one room in Nightcore.
Oh, up by the cyborg?
Yeah.
Yeah.
How much time does it waste to jump up there instead of going through?
That'd probably be like,
Well, like a couple seconds.
5 seconds or something.
Yeah.
This asshole did not want to cooperate, but I forced him. And then I decided to kneel in front of him. Because...
Wow. The respect.
And he knights you.
Exactly.
He knights you into
Vela has betrayed us. She's joined Jeff.
No.
That's secretly why she never can grab ledges and falls down all the
Gangway
time.
uncoordinated bitch.
It was all part of her plan.
It's been a conspiracy all along. I proclaim you Lady Vela of Goldwood.
So we're off to the asteroid already, and we're not even at 250 yet. We're 24 minutes ahead of Caneras.
Caneras, can't you just be faster?
Let me just overclock my N64. Way to go.
Just put 2 expansion packs in.
I don't even think I have one in.
It's 3 hours and 1 second. It'll actually be 3 hours and 1 frame.
Yep, I got mine in.
I don't have an expansion pack.
I have an expansion pack of mine, but I forget who it was, but someone on the Discord was saying it's actually like bad to have it in for JFG
Oh, really?
because it apparently allows it to like keep overflowing memory or something, which can slow it down or something.
I did not know that. So that's why
I
Caneras has
don't
a record, right?
I don't know. Probably because I've always had an expansion pack of mine. I don't even think I have my jumper pack anymore. I have no idea where it's at.
I don't even know where it would be, yeah.
I would have to buy one.
I've had it in there forever.
Why would anyone go buy one?
To save time on my JFG speedrun.
There's no way it can be like extremely different, right?
I doubt it saves very much time. So special shout out to Mortis again in 5 seconds.
Oh, nice.
Oh my God.
That was always like
just save a bunch of time right
that
there.
seemed possible, but you could never quite do.
Yeah, I tried to do that. I couldn't get it to happen last year. I just didn't find the magic spot, I guess. I actually lost a little bit of time here because that boost I got right there was not as fast as the one I got last year, but after like an hour, I was like, I give up. I can't get it to work.
I don't care anymore.
I don't know how it worked. Somehow I like got between two of them and it was just like an extra boost and it just wouldn't happen there. Actually, let me check. How many frames did I lose there? I lost 44 frames, 0.73 of a second.
Man. Well,
time to redo.
Yeah, next year's TAS. Gonna save those 44
It's
frames.
all right. I saved like 500 frames on Mizar too, so that makes up for it.
Wow, spoilers.
Well, surely I was gonna do it faster, right?
We don't know. You didn't do the last segment faster.
I swear you had shot a different amount of tri-rockets going into the fight versus this cutscene.
You mean like more or less?
Oh, it was target kills. All right, can I get a time check?
What? It's at 250 basically. 252.
$252.
15 seconds.
Okay, I'm synced up.
So it turns out for these little meteors, you actually can't, at least with the machine gun, you can't shoot and destroy the colored ones. You can only do the gray ones.
Duh.
Which I didn't know that. I just assumed you could like shoot them all. I just never have done it in RTA because it seemed like pointless.
It always felt like I just wasted my machine gun when I shot at them.
I mean, if some of the last ones that come are gray and you can shoot them, you can end the phase quicker and have them come flying at you.
I did not know that.
Sometimes
Which
that throws me off though, because like I've had that happen where the last one's gray and I blow it up, and he does that weird thing where instead of like flying up and at you, he just like torpedoes at you.
Yeah, I tried to see if I could get that to happen too, but I couldn't. It also, I think, even for the test, I think it works better that he doesn't do that anyways, because you can get more tri-rocket shots on him than if he just like rushes you immediately. And that's Miser too.
Did you have to try a few times to get the laser vision first try there?
Yes. I forgot about it. I didn't pay attention, but I believe right after I shot the last like tri-rocket to end like the flying part, I actually shot like a pistol bullet and 2 machine gun bullets up in the air.
He shot some machine guns.
Yeah, those were manipulating the RNG to get him to do the laser eyes on the ground. So it cost him some accuracy, but got a better result. Yeah, it'd be cool if you could like fight the boss as any character, but yeah, they forced you to do it as Juno. So if you played the game like maxing out Vela's tri-rocket, then you get screwed because now you're Juno.
I wish it was like a tag system where like everyone was on their own platform and it went from one to the other.
Yeah. They so much wanted Juno to be the main character, but we decided to play as Vela through the speedrun.
It would have been cool too if there's like different phases of the fight you play with each character.
Yeah. That uses like their abilities or something.
I mean, I don't know how you'd incorporate lava walking or water breathing into a boss fight, but I suppose.
You could make Miser like destroy like the surface that you're standing on, turn it into lava. I don't know. Ah, the true ending. Wait till the last possible second to shoot him.
Not that one.
Keeping us on our toes. I can't believe it's gonna be a sub 3. That's crazy.
That's time. So right there at the end, oh, I guess I'll let this play out first.
A bomb has been planted. Hurry up, take out that core. Somebody's gonna pay for all this.
All right, so right there at the end, I actually lost. That's the one split where I lost time to Caneras, because at the end, task timing actually goes to like the last input you have to do. So I actually released the A button like super early, because that's when task timing ends. And then as long as Floyd floats in and crosses like the finish line, then it counts. But in RTA, it's faster to just keep holding the A button. So I technically lost time to Caneras there because Caneras would keep boosting and I like slowed down.
Hovering at the end.
Yeah, I thought he was throwing at the end. Yeah.
Yeah, task timing is from as soon as the console boots, so frame 0 to your last input. Whereas our RTA timing is when you start the file to the HUD fade out. So it's very slightly different, but it was. In terms of the task timing, it was faster to release the A button super early at the end.
Man, like, I thought if it was sub 3, it was gonna only be barely sub 3, but it's like 3 minutes faster. That's crazy.
Yep, it got the sub 3 this time. So it saved like, what, last year was 309 or something, so it's like 12 minutes faster.
That's a lot, yeah.
Yeah.
I like the Earth location.
I don't think it looks very good, but yeah, I had to like, I don't know how to like add stuff to the game, so that's just like purely video editing I put in to make it look like I'm on planet Earth now.
Do we even know we're on Earth?
What was that?
They did.
Do we even
Yeah,
know
they
that we're
mentioned it
on
was Earth, right?
Could be somewhere
It's
else.
what it says, according to the game.
Really?
I'm pretty sure. Which is why it never made sense to me anyways. It's like, why is Magnus and Jeff here if we're on Earth? But I mean, even like
make more character models.
Because like on the titles, like there's a little debug screen that shows like the area name. This like scrolling walking thing for like the title screen, it says like Earth Scroll.
Oh, okay.
And I think these levels too say like Earth something or like that.
We did it, or I guess Jimmy did it.
It's time. to
Jimmy did
dance.
Good job, Jimmy.
Thank you very much. Thank you everyone for watching.
You did good. All right, I'm gonna have to restart my computer and let it do a Windows update.
Are you going to be going live pretty quick?
Are you going on like right away? Or?
It'll probably be like at the top of the hour when runs start.
Yeah, I figured it'd probably be like an hour later because you're like, I thought this was supposed to start at 2 Central. It's like he's an hour behind on everything. But yeah, I think as soon as the premiere is over, I think that video is just live, which is this version. And then I have the like normal version, which doesn't have the edited cutscenes and stuff in. That goes live, I think, at 6 o'clock.
I want to watch that version.
And it's a great question. A lot more re-records this year.
Oh my god.
It's like almost, that's like over double the re-records from last year. And these times it's showing right now represent the times when I collected tribals.
My force, jetting my force until I Gemini. I just noticed that on your banner.
It's been there the whole time. That's on like a repeating loop with like 6 images or something. Thorax was 420.
07.
Nice.
I guess I can post it too. I made a spreadsheet that has like the comparison to Caneras. It also has the region times, and it has like the route and like the amount of frames I saved or lost in each area. Okay, well, thank you for watching, everyone. Now we can